Diego, how is so far EBACE 23?
It's been very great. Last day is, as usual, very quiet. I had a lot of interesting conversations. I followed my own advice to keep space between set meetings and bumped into very interesting people. Managed to visit a few startups that are putting out cool ideas, at least from my point of view. So I think it's been very successful. Lots of people with positive feedback. So I kind of go with the vibe and hype still high.
Okay, I mean that's maybe a standard question, but why this industry, the business, the aviation industry, needs EBACE?
I think I was thinking about this yesterday, and what I came up with is EBACE is a different thing for everyone. And even for me, in my changes in life, visiting EBACE, I've always given and taken different things at EBACE. There are the concept startups that want to validate their idea and want to come here to talk to established people and really get a sense of the market. I think it's a great educational platform for companies, for example, like you, to bring here people that perhaps they are not so exposed to aviation or to clients in general. I found a lot of value last year with my previous company, bringing here my IT department, bringing here my support team, because they don't get many opportunities to see an airplane even, or understand what are we working for. And so I think there can be many different aspects beyond parting for a week that and everyone just need to take what they need from it, and definitely there is not one right solution.
All right, so we got, like at EBACE, we got charter operators, we got trip supports, we got fuel handlers, we got boots on the ground, like handling services, but also the IT companies. Where's the place of the IT in the aviation industry?
Today, we are coming to realizing that IT needs to have a strong position in our industry. I think, and I've spoken with many people that feel the same way. I think our industry is still heavily constrained by things that we put in place in the 60s, in the 70s, when our industry was coming together, and then have kind of fossilized in place. We keep saying they are difficult to change because we are a very safety-oriented and focused industry. But I see other legacy industries like banking, financing, and yeah, they have those substructures, the SWIFT system, say, very similar to us, but they manage to innovate on top of those. So we have now fintech companies. We have now the open banking. We have possibility of sending money everywhere in the world in a second. I keep arguing that this industry strongly lacks digitization. We will struggle with our automation needs going forward. We will have automation needs if we want to, enable automated flights, enable even automated business jet booking. So things that exist today struggle to be automated because of our legacy with digitization.
So this is the place of flight management services for the aviation industry. Are there some other IT solutions that can be provided, more for the for example, charter operators?
Well, I think obviously we are on the Leon booth, so Leon and management software, scheduling software, is a bit the operating system of an operator, and some of you guys in this industry are calling it that way, right? So it's the place where all the information is gathered. It's the place where if I have a question, I go to. So I really see the scheduling software as kind of the heart of all of this digitization buzz. If you think about the workflows of a charter operator, everything goes in and out of the scheduling software. When you are here with PNR Go, when I need to file an EAPIS as a dispatcher, I take my passenger data from the scheduling system and then I put it into that system that is going to file the EAPIS. So all of these processes, connection points need to include a scheduling system. And I think that is why it's so important that scheduling systems embrace integration, embrace open architectures, embrace open data structures, and start to build that buzz around other solutions. I would really like to see the charter workflow automating more, because I don't think it brings anyone any benefit having to go around and send dozens of quotes and receive dozens of rejections because dozens of companies have gone out and made dozen calls to the airport to ask the opening hours and then review the flight time and put a text up and all of that. That's absolutely mental. And if we want to keep this industry young, if we want to attract more people, if we want to cater for a new generation of passengers and users on various use cases, we absolutely need to solve the charter conundrum. And there are companies out there trying to do it, but they all stop at these digital roadblocks that our industry structurally have. So that would be my second thing to tackle, I would say. After efficient scheduling softwares that are happy and open to share information and accept all sort of external partners, and that would be probably the second thing is charter.
Okay, last question, but I need to control check. Yeah, everybody's okay. So, we're seeing now, I've heard, when I started to work at Lyon, I've heard about some operators that are still using, for example, Excel files and even floppy disk. I've heard about this, and I was stunned. Who uses now floppy disk? And for example, if now is like the flight management software time for to go and to evolve in your company. What's next? What can IT offer for the operators?
You mean beyond the scheduling system?
I mean, it's like more science fiction. If you have fantasy of something that could be offered for example, new idea.
Okay.
Dream.
Yeah, dream big. Once you have all the data in a structured way, understandable by a system. Ideally in a single place, and that's the role of the scheduling software. I think a lot of optimization can come along, and I know optimization is a buzzword, and a lot of people just run upon it because they say, well, I cannot optimize what I don't know, and this is an on-demand industry. We never know where the passengers want to fly. But if you look deeper, there is a lot of pattern in how our passengers fly, and now with these AI models that are capable of analyzing large amount of data and extrapolating patterns, I think we can get, and I've heard a lot of discussions about this, we can get to a place where the operator starts to get intelligence from the machine. So, and it's then up to the operator to decide what they want to optimize. Do they want to optimize the availability? Do they want to optimize the pricing? So optimization is always about your goals. What do you optimize for? And we do this in aviation. Do you optimize for cost? Do you optimize for time? Fuel burn? What is your goal? I think we should start to show to operators the magic of recognizing these complex patterns, and even beyond the fact that my customer always go to ski the first week of February because the school holidays and you can go with the kids. there are a lot of trends that can be seen in the data if you have a system which is capable, as we are starting to have now, cheaply available. Right? Because that's the evolution that we are seeing in AI, is that these technology are becoming extremely accessible and cheap for the power they have.
All right, thanks.